lovely, nice and shallow there. Now, we do our best to travel out to the sides of these whales, just like we're doing here at the moment. As this whale will know, I notice here, humpbacks have incredible eyesight. They have big eyes. They grow up to about the size of a grapefruit, located on the side of their head, and they can see incredibly clearly down beneath the water. In fact, this whale, when it dives down, will be looking up and actually being able to spot where our boat is. Not only that, humpbacks also have great hearing, and see our travel's quite much better beneath the surface than it does through the air. So this whale will be able to hear the sound of our engines, be able to hear the sound of the water slap on our boat, especially today. It's nice and choppy out here. So this whale will know that we're here, and that's why at the very beginning we approach nice and slowly, and that's why we try to travel out to the side of it to make sure this whale stays as comfortable as possible. The more comfortable they is, the more often we come up, and the chances we get to know and have travel with it. Now, these humpback whales, they're part of what we call the baleen whale family. So these two main whale families, there's two whales that have teeth and chomp and chew. They include all the dolphins, orcas, sperm whales, any whale that has teeth, pretty self-explanatory. And then these baleen whales are these humpbacks. So humpback whales that have baleen plates lining their upper jaw, each one of those baleen plates is made up of the same material that makes our fingernails. It's called keratin. And the way they use those baleen plates are like big filters. So humpbacks or baleen whales are filter feeders. Here in the southern hemisphere, what humpback whales predominantly eat is called Antarctic krill. And you might guess why they don't get any here on the Gold Coast. As a matter of fact, this whole migration that these humpback whales undertake, they actually do little to no food whatsoever. They're lucky sometimes they get a snack on some small bait fish, but more often than not, they're going to be waiting until they're all the way home. Down in Antarctica, down at that krill. Oh yeah, look at that, a little dolphin is underneath the water there. Hammerhead shark, even better. Always fun to see when you're in a boat, not when you're swimming in the beach. Hammerhead sharks are the most common shark we will spot out here. And usually they're within about 1 to 2 metres in length. But the reason we don't see a lot of sharks on the surface, oh, there's our whaleback out to our left as well. The reason we don't see a lot of sharks and other kinds of things on the surface is they have gills, they can breathe beneath the water, they need to be underneath the water to breathe. And most of them will hang out in the sea. Just beneath the water there, guys. You might see that dark glow. Sometimes you see bits of remnants of white as well.
もうすごい近くいるよ。見える？
still just beneath the surface. Don't take your eyes off the water.
이제黒い
The
の見える
waves at the moment to help push it along down the coastline.
Çok yakına geldi çünkü.
So keep your eyes just out of where our whale is here. There is actually a pot of dolphins as well. About the biggest for us. They might swim over too. Dolphins are part of the whale family as well. They're what are known as the toothed whales that I mentioned earlier. And we do get a couple of different species of dolphin out here. Those ones look like bottlenose dolphins, the larger of the species we get to see. And dolphins do travel as a pod. They do live and breed as a family. So once you spot one dolphin, there will usually be others around too. Well, there we go, our whales. Close to us here. Out to our left. Still just beneath the surface there, guys. Keep your eyes on the water.
見て見てすぐそこにいるすぐそこにいるね見える
Beyaz. 'Kaybolmuştur zavallı.
Guys, I mentioned that humpback whales, they have great sense of their eyesight and hearing, but they also have these other sensory organs. You might notice all over its head that has these bumps all over its head. Those are called tunes, and each one has a single strand of a very stiff area. And there needs to be another sensory organ. Exactly how much they can sense from the tunes is unknown, but they believe to be fully cannabis system. Style. The humpback whales are similar to whales. And they like to play around with each other from time to time as well. few that some babies come early, some come late. The earliest we were ordered calf we had was spotted last year on mid-June. That's day 3rd. So really, this day last year we spotted the earliest recorded calf on the east coast of Australia. So some come early, some come late, as I said. Usually we get most of our calves being born during the month of June, the month of July. But from late June onwards is when we start getting the majority of them start being born. Now, where the calves are born is anywhere from Byron down back south, onwards to York, and the rest of the main Wales get a bit more than those that are warmer. But those babies can be able to survive. If they're born too far south, those calves unfortunately freeze and they just have fat supply of them, particularly warm. Like in some of these adult whales, we all like that. All the whales do that. Back down here, feel that one black krill and all that fat. So the calves are born to Byron. And during the first migration, the calves will actually be drinking their mother's milk. Now that milk that gets produced by the mother whale comes out very, very thick, very viscous, nearly like cottage cheese. And it's like a lean fat rich. It fills that calf with got huge amounts of body fat, which means to then keep it warm when it heads down to her tongue for the first time. But it also helps the calf grow incredibly quickly as well. So from the time the calves are born, they come out about 1 metre to 1.5 metres in length. By the time we see them travelling back down our coastline, some of them are up to 4, even 5 metres long. So they grow incredibly quickly during that first migration. Yeah, exactly right. The mums, from all the milk that they produce and the calf feeding so much, yeah, they lose about 1/3 of their body weight during the migration. As those calves can drink up to 500 litres of milk a day on average. Yeah, all that milk that that mum's producing is going to be grown back to lice. So by the time those pregnant mums are down in Antarctica, they are responsible for having to feed resupply themselves with all that fat and much more. Now, when the calves are first born as well, they actually come out of whitish grey colours, similar to what you see on the elephants swimming around together. And when they're really fresh,